Hey, good evening, everyone. Hope that you guys are doing amazing. Good evening, good evening. Hey, hope everybody's doing well. Happy Thursday. We're almost at Friday, thank God. Hey guys, okay, so today we're gonna have a really important live, very informative live. I like to do these lives because I get tons of questions on what you should eat when you're trying to heal fibroids. You should eat when you try to heal PCOS, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, whenever you have reproductive health issues, okay? So we're gonna talk about that today. This is for women that wanna heal these issues naturally. So this is for women that believe in holistic healing, okay? So if you don't believe in holistic healing, this is not the live for you. I always say that, okay? It's probably not the page for you at all. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it today. What to eat, and I wanna answer you guys questions. What to eat, what not to eat when you have fibroids, when you have ovarian cysts, when you have endometriosis, okay? This is stuff that you need to know because a lot of the stuff that you're eating, a lot of the stuff that you're maybe drinking is also worsening your health in general, worsening your condition, okay? So, for those that are here, hi, welcome. Okay, hope that you guys are doing amazing. My name is Sasha. For those that are new, watching me for the first time, I'm a holistic womb specialist. And what I do is I help women who have fibroids, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, fertility issues, reproductive issues, get to the root cause of their problem to be able to solve the issue from the root and be able to heal the issue. So, hey, Patrona, hey, long time. It's been a while. So, I'm all about holistic healing, getting to the root cause of the problem and getting rid of what created the issue, what created the fibroids, what created the PCOS, what created the hormonal imbalance for these things to occur. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today. If you guys don't mind, give me some likes. Okay, let's get the likes up so we can get more women in here. Share this with women that you know that have fibroids, that have cysts, that have heavy bleeding, that have these issues in order for them to learn more about their diet, because a lot of you guys don't understand, like you might be eating things every single day and eating a diet that's literally destroying your reproductive health, okay? And, I think that there's a lot of information out there now about how these issues, when it comes to heavy bleeding, when it comes to fibroids, when it comes to endometriosis, as you guys should know, and I always say this, these issues, these reproductive health issues increase the risk factor for things like cervical cancer, breast cancer, and other uterine cancers as well. So it's so important for you guys to understand this. So it's so important for us to get to the root cause of the problem. We don't want to just continue to let these issues go on. We don't want to continue to, let these fibroids just grow and deal with years of all this, heavy bleeding and all these symptoms. No, we actually want to solve these issues, okay? So you don't have to live your life like that. I want to let you guys know you don't have to suffer every month on your cycle. As somebody that has been there before, it's a reflection of what's going on in your body, what's going on, it's, when it comes to your health, okay? I'm perimenopausal now and I hate it. So, Rita, I said this on Facebook and I'm going to say it here. Did you know that perimenopause does not exist? And hold on, before y'all get triggered, let me explain. Before you guys get triggered, let me explain. It's a hormonal imbalance. That's what's going on in the body. Okay, so when you're about in your 30s, 40s, and you start getting chaotic cycles, you start getting, your cycles are irregular, maybe heavy bleeding, they automatically will label it, oh, perimenopause. That's not the case. We're dealing with estrogen dominance, could be PCOS as well, but I feel like they're just putting the name perimenopause because I want to get everybody on hormones, okay? Which also, these synthetic hormones also increase the risk for cancer, but that's a whole other conversation, okay? So let's talk about it. Okay, what to eat when you have fibroids, when you have ovarian cysts, when you have, you want to restore hormonal balance, Rita. Restore. So this life is actually going to be very beneficial to you. You got to restore the balance into your body. Get your organs and glands producing the right amount of each hormone. When our hormonal state is off, our health is off, okay? We cannot just take synthetic hormones or label ourselves as perimenopause and then that's it. No, we gotta get our body back the way it's supposed to be. You can have regular cycles again. Because a lot of people are shortening their own fertility window and shortening, and actually forcing themselves to be in early menopause, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. And remember, y'all, what I'm gonna say is controversial, is different. It's gonna be different than what your doctor is telling you because I'm coming from a holistic lens. Okay, I'm so blessed to have found you. Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm happy that you're here because so many women that are dealing with these issues, again, they just label them, oh, you're perimenopausal, you know, and it's really heartbreaking. This is they don't look deeper than that. Okay, so it's really important. I love working with women and getting them relief, getting them, you know, healthy again, and seeing how it impacts every area of their life. Okay, because if we're dealing with hormonal issues, listen, we're not gonna show up best at our jobs. We're not gonna show up best, you know, with our partners. For ourselves in general, it's gonna affect every aspect of our life. So that's why it's so important that as women, we're ruled by our hormones. Our hormones are in balance, because when they're not, bad health, okay? Emma, thank you so much for the rose. I really appreciate it. I stopped birth control pill, as you said. Barbara, yay! I love when y'all come in here and tell me that you guys stopped birth control, because birth control is the killer. I am now taking the hormone balance pill from Vitamin Shop. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of those, but at least better than the pill. I'll tell you that. It's better than birth control. Thank you so much, Rita, for the rose. Thank you guys for the roses. I really appreciate it. So let's talk about it. What to eat when you have fibroids? We want to stay away. We want to stay away from certain types of foods. What type of food is that? We want to stay away from too much processed foods. Honestly, mostly processed foods. We want to stay away from things like, when I say processed foods, I mean these foods in boxes, these foods in jars, these foods in packages that are overly processed, that are not even real food. When you look at the ingredients, you're like, wow, this is not even real. This is just, you know, a whole list of just that you don't even know how to pronounce, right? Just a list of chemicals and fillers. It's not real food. Let's get some more likes, guys. Let's get the likes up to 10,000 if we can, okay? But it's really important for you to understand that. I wouldn't recommend a hormone pill, honestly. Remember, we want to get our body, because here's the thing. When we talk about a hormone pill, is it focusing on just one hormone? That tends to be how it is, like Vitex and Dim. These things just focus on one hormone. We want to get our body to a point where it's producing the right amount of hormones. That's how you know that, you know, you're in good health. So a hormone pill, I'm not going to really recommend that. But I'm going to recommend detoxifying the birth control from your body. That's important when you have birth control, when you've been on birth control, because that stuff literally creates toxins in the body. Same thing with progesterone. Same thing with these other synthetic hormones, okay? So just thank you, E, so much for liking the video. Thank you, Rita, for liking the video. Yes, let's get the likes up to 1,000. Okay, 10,000 being the goal. We need more women in here. What are your thoughts on kahosh? I don't know what that is, Rita. I'm not sure. Explain to me what that is. Okay, so it's really important for you when you have fibroids, when you have endometriosis, ovarian cysts, these issues, and you're addressing them naturally, okay? We gotta change our diet. All that stuff you've been eating before that helped you develop these issues, we gotta make changes. So processed foods, we gotta start eating more real foods, okay? More foods that are real. So what are real foods? Fruits and vegetables, foods with water content, foods that are gonna help detoxify your body, because when you have hormonal issues, when you have fibroids, when you have these endometriosis, we're dealing with a lot of inflammation. We're dealing with a backed up digestive system. We're dealing with, you know, that's why a lot of women that have fibroids or endometriosis have also gut issues as well. They may have IBS, they may have other issues of dealing with the gut, because what's going on is that their digestive system is backed up, right? So when our elimination pathways, our elimination organs are backed up, this is how we create toxicity in the body. This is how these issues are able to form in the body, okay? There's no way that these things can form in the body without your elimination, with your body being able to get rid of toxins. Because if the elimination pathways are open, your body is ridding itself of toxins. But when they're closed up, your body can't do its job. So the toxins just circulate on the inside, and then that's how we create these issues, okay? For about a month now, I stopped taking, and fibroid has shrunk. Oh, that's good. That's really good. What about soursop and sea moss? Yeah, they're good. They're good. Those are really good. Okay, so that's really good. Did you get your fibroid checked to see whether it's shrunk? How did you know that it is actually shrunk due to those things? But that's good. That soursop is amazing. It's actually a really amazing fruit, okay? And sea moss, of course, we know it's an herb. So yeah. Are you in Jamaica? So very, very, very important. So when we talk about fibroids, when we talk about endometriosis, when we talk about ovarian cysts, and also hormonal issues, it's so important for us to get to the root cause of the problem, okay? So a lot of you guys, I know, and it's not only diet that has an impact on these things, because a lot of people live very stressful lifestyles. There's other factors causing these hormonal issues and causing toxins to build up in the body and causing their progesterone levels to be too low, right? Because if you have fibroids, endometriosis, or ovarian cysts, we have low progesterone levels. We have a progesterone deficiency. And that's why I was saying in the other live that you see a lot of women who have these issues, you know, I want to say trigger warning, have had like miscarriages, right? There's not enough progesterone in the body, okay? Oh man, what's going on with my light? Okay, well, what's going on with my, y'all, this tripod is getting on my nerves. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna keep going. So here's the thing. When it comes to that, when it comes to these issues, right, you gotta get to the, so what are you eating? Are you eating foods that are drying your organs out, drying your tissues out? Are you drinking things like caffeine, which pull the water from the body? Or are you, what is that thing? Apple cider vinegar that is harmful for the body, and again, dehydrating the body on a cellular level? Or are you infusing your body with nutrients? Are you infusing your body with, you know, not only nutrients, hydration, right? That's what our body needs, and that's how our body, ooh, child, sorry, y'all. That's how our body thrives, okay? That's how our body thrives. So when you're, again, eating a diet that's drying up your insides, drying up your tissues, your organs, like, you're going to, again, you can't, I mean, and you don't have water content in the body, how is your body going to get rid of actual toxins, okay? Celery juice is good, yes. Sour stuff is good, absolutely. Okay, could fibroids be an endocrine issue? Yes, it's always an endocrine issue. It's always fibroids, any of these reproductive health issues, there's a hormonal, because your endocrine system holds your hormones. So yes, it's always going to be an endocrine issue. We do need to, that's why I always say restore hormonal balance also when you have fibroids. Okay, yes, you can have hyperthyroid issues. Absolutely. A lot of women that have fibroids or cysts or PCOS or endometriosis also have issues with the thyroid. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We don't want to just focus on one hormone. We want to restore balance in the body. Okay, so yeah, I get that, Clooney. I get that a lot of women who have those issues. Again, I want to say this. My client who had 8-day cycles, my 6-week womb healing intensive client, started working with me in March 1st. If you guys have been following me, you know that we had our last round of the 6-week womb healing intensive March 1st. And she said that she's always had 8-day cycles and just horrible cycles. She said that her last cycle was only 4 days. So I was so proud of her. Yes. So after having, so I'm like, you cut it in half, because every time I tell women you're not supposed to bleed for an entire week. Okay. You're not supposed to bleed honestly for more than 4 days. They're like, well, I've been bleeding for 4 days since I was, a teenager, or since I got my first cycle. That doesn't mean it's normal. We got to stop normalizing sickness. And I say, and I spoke to the other day about Jessica Petway as well. Her story should be like, honestly, every woman needs to read about what she went through. Because again, not understanding what was going on with her body. One of her first signs and symptoms was heavy bleeding. Your menstrual cycle is like a mirror, right? It's going to reflect to you what's going on inside your body, okay? It's giving you feedback on what's going on inside the body. Okay, so it's so important for you to understand that you don't want to think that certain things are normal when they're not normal. We don't want to continue saying heavy bleeding is normal when it's not normal. There's people that will fight me down saying that 7-day bleeding is normal when it's not normal. Because as soon as you get your body healthy, as soon as you get your hormones in balance, you're going to see a lot less bleeding. You're going to see no pain. Okay, you're going to see no clots. Clots are definitely not normal. You're going to see like your cycles, none of these weird symptoms. You're not supposed to have cramps. You're not supposed to have breast tenderness unless you're pregnant. You're not supposed to have all of these issues every single month, right? That's a reflection of what's going on in the body. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the like. Thank you, Clooney, for liking the live. Let's get the likes up. We're almost at 2K likes. Thank you, Rita, for liking the live. But yeah, it's so important. I went to the gyno today. He thinks it hasn't grown. Okay, well, that's good. But I go back in May for ultrasound to check. Okay. So keep me updated, Penny, for sure. How are you feeling though? Are you seeing, because the first signs of your cycle, your fibroids getting better, like the situation, like it's starting to shrink, you're starting to regain your hormonal balance. That's our cycles start getting better. We start feeling better. We start feeling more energetic. We start sleeping better. These are all signs, okay, that what we're doing is working. If that makes sense, okay. what we're doing is working. We're making some progress, okay? Hey, Brittany. So I wanted to put that out there. It's so important for you to understand what's normal, what's not normal. We have normalized sickness and fought for, normalizing sickness and the doctors have contributed to that. I feel good, no heavy bleeding. That's good. Do you know of women who have symptoms even before their cycle? Yes, absolutely. There's women that, I did a video about PMDD. When you have all these intense it's like 10 times worse than PMS. All these intense symptoms, these mood swings a week before your cycle. There's women that even have symptoms during ovulation, which is like 2 weeks before their cycle. You're not supposed to bleed during ovulation or spot during ovulation. You're not supposed to feel pain or cramps during ovulation. No, right? That's again a sign of hormonal imbalance. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Let's get the likes up if you guys don't mind. Let me know if you guys have questions about what you should be eating when you have fibroids, when you're trying to address these issues naturally. When you have ovarian cysts, PCOS, let me tell you what you want to avoid, okay? You want to avoid things like that are going to be harsh on the digestive system. You want to avoid foods that are going to be, and you guys know what foods are heavy, like on your digestive system, and what foods are more easily digestible. You guys know when it comes to meat is super like heavy, and it stays in the system for a long period of time. Okay, so it's really, don't be nervous, Brittany. Don't be nervous. Okay, thank you for your help always. Of course, yes, thank you. You're welcome, Penny. Keep y'all like the video. That's how y'all can thank me. But you're welcome, Penny. What foods should you avoid when you have endometriosis? Great question, Mika. You want to avoid acid-forming foods, so I'm going to say meat, okay? I know people don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. I should say dairy first. Dairy is number one. Dairy is very acid-forming, mucus-forming, inflammatory. It's awful. Not even just for women. It's awful for men, too, whether you have fibroids or not, whether you have endometriosis or not. Anything with dairy, and as I always have to say this, when you have dairy, when you eat, like when it comes to dairy, in order to avoid dairy, you're going to have to look at the ingredients, because of anything boxed that you buy and packages, because they sneak dairy into everything, things that you won't even know. You could just be trying to buy some tomato sauce and you'll see they have dairy. And when I say dairy, I mean eggs as well. You could just be trying to buy something and you're like, wait a minute, it's not associated with dairy in any type of way, but it has dairy. So a lot of people are eating much more dairy than they think they're really eating. Because people always say, well, I don't drink milk, cow's milk. Thank you so much, Priscilla, for the rose. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Is there a water filter that you recommend? I'm not really familiar with water filters and things like that. I know they are good. I just drink spring water. I keep it simple. I just drink spring water, I keep it simple. But you want to avoid acid-forming foods, so dairy. We want to avoid foods that are heavy on the digestive system, meats, okay, caffeine, things that break down in the body as sugar. So things that are like potatoes, white potatoes. We want to avoid. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Things that are break down in the body as sugar. So like white bread, white pastas, these things. You want to find replacements for them. Gotta go have a beautiful night. Thank you. Yeah, alcohol. There you go. Break down in the body as sugar. Eat alcohol. Absolutely eat. Alcohol is definitely you want to avoid for sure. Any of these sugary drinks. So 90% of the drinks you would get from Starbucks you want to avoid, right? Because a lot of them. What's a replacement for rice? You could do black rice. You could do quinoa. I drink spring water too, but it always comes in plastic bottles, unfortunately. So they do have some BPA-free bottles, but they do have Mountain Valley also too, that comes in glass bottles. Coffee, yeah, you want to avoid caffeine. Because you guys have, what about seafood? Yeah, when I say meat, I mean seafood too. I know. I feel like people have been taught to look at seafood as healthy, but it's not, unfortunately, anymore. It's not anymore, okay? It's totally different than it was back in the day. But they're finding like parasites in fish these days. And a lot of these, like the seafood that you guys are eating are like bottom feeders of the ocean, like the shrimp and things like that. So we have to stop eating that stuff. Remember, we want to eat foods that are hydrating, that are easily digestible, that's going to help our body clear our body of toxins. We want to eat healing foods as opposed to foods that are going to build up more toxins in the body, that are gonna build up your colon with all this plaque and just all this crap, right? I need to cut coffee for sure. Yes, Priscilla, coffee is terrible. Replace it with herbal tea. Replace it with herbal tea. Caffeine is so bad. It dries. Like, you guys, these things pull water from the body. And if you're anemic, put a 1 in the chat if you're anemic. I'm not judging. Put a 1 in the chat if you're anemic and you drink coffee. Put a 1 in the chat if you're anemic and you drink coffee. Okay, we got some ones. Put a 1. Brittany, you still drinking coffee? You should know better. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have some women in here that's anemic and still drinking coffee. Did you know that coffee, caffeine in general, blocks your iron absorption? Did you know that? I don't drink coffee anymore, but I'm anemic. Okay, no problem. I don't drink coffee, but I'm anemic. Thank you so much, Eve, thank you for the heart. Thank you. Oh my God, y'all coming through with the gifts. I really appreciate it. 1 with no coffee, only dandelion tea. Okay, that's good. Dandelion tea is good. Okay, so we want to avoid so coffee, caffeine in general does block iron absorption in the body. Okay, so a lot of you guys are, think that, a lot of you guys think that when you're anemic, it's also due to heavy bleeding, but also too, it's that your body's not able to absorb iron. So what's stopping your body from absorbing iron? A lot of times it's the food you're eating, your digestive system is all blocked up. It's also an absorption problem as well. So a lot of times you're not absorbing a lot of the nutrients that you are eating, especially iron. We gotta clean some things out so we can absorb these foods, right? You gotta clear out some stuff in the body, some toxins in the body, okay? So I'm not anemic, but I do get anxious. That's also hormonal imbalance. Yes, I knew that. I've heard that. Yeah. So if you drink coffee, I mean, of course, you're gonna be, of course. I mean, coffee is so bad for the heart. I'm trying to balance my hormones after having a miscarriage last year. Oh, I'm so sorry. My periods are regular. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have any reproductive issues besides a hormonal imbalance? Do you have anything, or you just have to? And I always say this when it comes to like infertility, 9 times out of 10, it's a hormonal imbalance. And that's why I hate when doctors are saying like, okay, you've been trying for like 5 months or 6 months. Let's just put do these fertility treatments, or you've been trying for a year, do these fertility treatments, which are more hormones, instead of actually finding more information about why this person cannot conceive. There's no such thing as unexplained infertility. There's no such thing as that, okay? We want to get our bodies healthy before bringing life in the world. No, I got tested and everything's normal. So we're not going to go based off those tests. You may be new, Michelle. We holistic over here. A lot of those standardized tests, they're not. Your body will always show you when something's wrong. We gotta trust our bodies over these random tests that the doctors are giving us. We have to trust our bodies, and our bodies are having issues doing what it's designed to do. There is something going on. Okay, I probably have to ask you more questions to really know what it is, but there's something deeper going on. And hormonal imbalance are real. I suspect I have it due to my acne. Oh yeah, if you have acne, you definitely have an imbalance in the body. How can we test for hormonal imbalance? I want to say this. We've lost the connection to our body because of these tests, because of these things that these doctors are doing. You can get tested if you want to, right? When it comes to hormones, right? You can get your hormones tested, but I want you to go off the signs your body's giving you, because a lot of times we trust tests over the symptoms our body is clearly pushing out in our face. And that's the issue. We have to trust our bodies more than these tests that we don't know what they're based off of, or what's going on. There's plenty of women that have gotten, never mind, I don't even want to go down that route. I don't want to I feel like I bash the medical system in every live. I'm just going to say this. Trust your body. Your body will give you the information, but you have to actually have a connection with your body, and you're lacking that when you're trusting in people that have white coats on, okay, to tell you what's wrong with your body. Your body's showing you something, so it's really important. Yep, lost the connection. Yeah, the body gives signs for sure. Yeah, a lot of people have totally lost the connection, and it's because of how we're trained up due to the Western medicine culture, right? It's because of that. We're going to them. What do you think? The same thing, Cloney, same thing. Connect, like your body will show you what's going on. I just don't, but you can get, if you guys feel comfortable doing that, that's totally fine. But you want to trust your body more than these tests. I just don't have enough cervical mucus after my miscarriage. So we're dealing with dehydration, Michelle. So if you're not getting enough cervical mucus, we're dealing with toxins, dehydration, because we're supposed to, when you get your body healthy, you're producing enough cervical mucus. And it could be too, due to what happened as well, emotionally. I don't want to go too far into that, but it could be also stress, and that's a loss, of course. So of course it's going to affect us. So it could be that as well, having to process that in, the correct way. No, you don't. You provide good information. Can't trust the doctors. Yes. And listen, we have a collective of women that are suffering. They're disconnected from their bodies. Their health is horrible. The cancer rates have gone up drastically. The mortality rates for Black women in cancer, my God, is shocking. And these estrogen dominant cancers. So when we get fibroids, when we have endometriosis, PCOS, ovarian cysts, we're more at risk for these uterine cancers, cervical cancers, because that means we have our estrogen is out of balance, our estrogen dominance. I always say that. Estrogen dominance is so important for us to balance our hormones, okay? So that's so important. So you're right. I don't need a test to know I have a hormonal imbalance. You don't need a test to know we know when our hormones are out of balance as women. We know when things are off. Like when you're having these symptoms, right? We know. So why we have to go to a test to tell us something that we know? Your body shows you symptoms and signs, and sometimes we live in a culture that's so attached to tests. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, it's crazy. I have 3 children. It was my first miscarriage. I believe it was due to RH negative blood, 6 weeks. Okay. So true. Is there a fertility tea I could take to help balance my hormones? I wouldn't recommend. So when it comes to tea, when it comes to these, okay, so let me say this. When it comes to these herbs and things like that, they can aid. They're only tools to help you. You got to get to the root cause of the problem. What's going on in the body? Okay, we have to make lifestyle and diet changes. We have to make changes. Okay, that's very important. Your body's literally calling for you to do that. Okay, you can't just drink a tea and everything goes away. That's not how it works when you have these issues. Okay, and I'm saying this as somebody that's helped many women get pregnant naturally. One of my clients was infertile for 4 years before coming to me. So we don't just, oh my goodness, sorry y'all. We don't just take a tea and everything's okay. That's not how it works, unfortunately. Okay, if it was that easy, we wouldn't have so many women dealing with infertility. Okay, so can you use herbs in order as you're doing the work to get to the cause of the problem? Yes, herbs are healing, they're amazing, but are herbs gonna do the work for you? No, they're not. Okay, so we have to get out of the mindset of looking for a quick fix and actually do the work. Okay, the full range of work, as well as the mindset. Okay, y'all, this ain't my day, but we gonna roll with it. Okay, so really important for you guys to realize that. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If it makes sense, let me know. Let's look at the likes up to 5,000, but very important. So we don't want to eat things again that's gonna pull water from the body. I always say this. We don't want to eat things and drink things that are pull water from the body. So let me know if you guys have questions on what to eat and what not to eat. But definitely your diet every single day should be filled with fruits and vegetables. Okay, it should be filled with, I'm not saying you only have to eat that, right? There's so many other healthy foods to eat. Black rice, quinoa, those are the more healthier grains. Even cauliflower rice, it's good. I'm not really a big fan of brown rice. It's still kind of hard on the digestive system. Are cucumbers good for you? Yes. Listen, fruits and vegetables in general, cucumbers are absolutely amazing. They actually have protein. For ladies that are gonna say, I need my protein, leafy greens, cucumbers, hemp seeds. There's so many things with protein. Gotta change your diet, fruits and vegetables, then introduce herbs. Exactly. We gotta start making changes, right? And I feel like when we take these herbs, we want them to do the work for us. And that's not how it works, okay? That's not how it works. That's all I eat is fruits and vegetables. I changed my diet last year. Oh, really, E? Wow, that's amazing. That's all you eat. Wow. Well, that's kind of like all I eat too, because I'm raw vegan now. I've been for 21 days. I'm not telling you guys how to go raw and eat only fruits and vegetables, but you want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And I know people that literally can go a week without eating a fruit, can go may eat some vegetables on the side, after eating like a huge steak and all these other, things they should be eating, but it's not really priority to them to get fruits and vegetables in their diet, and it's really horrible, okay? It's raw, juicing vegetables, low glycemic fruit. Don't even, cloning, we're not gonna do low glycemic fruits and all that. Fruit is good for you in general. Let's just eat fruit, okay? We get so technical when it comes to healthy foods, but then when it comes to the foods we shouldn't be eating, then we don't have all this stuff. Fruits and vegetables. If it's fruits and vegetables, have that in, okay? I try to stay away from dairy and meat. Yeah, you should. If you have fibroids, endometriosis, any type of hormonal issues, actually, everybody should stay away from dairy. Meat, everybody should stay away from red meat. That's the given. But you do want to stay away from meat too. At least during the healing process, okay? At least during the healing process. What are some of your favorite fruits and vegetables? Okay, for me, I love strawberries. I love cucumbers. I love tomatoes. Trying to think of everything I have in my fridge. I love olives, like black olives though, only black olives. I love mangoes. Oh my God, I love mangoes. I love pears. I love avocados. Love. They're healthy fats. Like I tell everybody, if you're trying to get pregnant, you need to be eating avocados, okay? Avocados, literally, they're just packed with nutritious nutrients. What else? I love passion fruit. I love cherries, okay, grapes. I actually just bought seeded grapes recently. Love grapes. And I'm thinking of kiwi too. Kiwis, I love kiwi. Trying to think, what do I have in the house? That's probably one of my favorite. Watermelon is one of my top favorites. And I cannot wait till watermelon season. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. But yeah, so those are my favorite fruits and vegetables. I do love kale too. I do love kale. I like shredded carrots on my salads and stuff. That makes sense. So yeah. Great answer, fruits and vegetables. Yeah. Like we start to get picky with fruits and vegetables. Oh, what fruits are good? And no, they're fruits. Like, what are you doing? Like I always say that. We gotta stop doing that, okay? Fruits and vegetables, period, okay? You need to be picky for the other stuff that you're eating, not fruits and vegetables. Okay, I asked because I'm insulin resistant because I think fructose from fruit. No. Now, if you want to focus more so on berries and melons, that's fine. But insulin resistant, listen, I'm telling you this as somebody that's had clients that were diabetics, and literally, the meal plans that I created for them were all fruit. Like not all fruit, but lots of fruit was on it, and it was able to reverse their diabetes. I worked with many people that was pre-diabetic, so I know what I'm talking about. The fruit and sugar, the fruits that are in sugar are different than the fruits in, let's say, white rice or candy. They're metabolized in the body completely different. You even feel differently when you eat fruits as opposed to when you eat refined sugar. You need to avoid refined sugar. You need to avoid meat. Those are the foods you need to avoid for your insulin resistance. You need to be getting hydration in the body. You don't need to be avoiding fruit. I ate a meatless salad, but chickpeas are starchy. Chickpeas are fine. They're fine. Now, do you subscribe to the blood type diet? No. I get that question in every live. No, absolutely not. No. That's been proven to be faulty. It's just, no. I feel great. I take CMOS and I also work out. Great. I love that. I have low iron and they said liver. No. Oh, God. No. Oof. I don't know why humans are eating like beef liver. I think it's disgusting. No. We don't want to clog the body up. Contrary to popular belief, I know they just say like red meat and liver is good for when you have iron. You're literally clogging your body up so your body's not able to absorb it. Okay, you wanna eat more leafy greens. If you wanna put add like a supplement that's herbal iron supplement, that's fine. But you wanna eat more leafy greens. You wanna be eating a lot of fruit to clean your body out so your body can absorb iron. Okay, affects. Okay, you're welcome. I need to get CMOS and work out more. Okay. Make sure it's real CMOS because there's a lot of like fake CMOS ever since the pandemic. So just make sure it's organic, like it's real CMOS. It's from like the islands or like even some countries in Africa. If it's from China, avoid at all costs. Okay. We've been bamboozled by the doctors that we trust. Absolutely. Mine is type A. Okay. We don't know. Blood type diet doesn't like no. No. But that's good. You should eat a fruit and veggie diet. Like I know even some blood types they'll say don't eat fruit. Like it's ridiculous. No. That diet is trash. Okay. I know that changing your diet is tough. You have to understand that a lot of us use food to cope with things, and we don't really notice it until you take those foods away. Because even me, like before I was raw vegan, I ate a healthy diet. I was, plant-based vegan, right? But I ate cooked foods, right? Of course. But now that I'm not eating cooked foods, I'm noticing like, oh my gosh, like there are certain things I would lean on, for not even knowing, for like emotional support, like certain foods I would go to. Like even like, I'm gonna give you all an example. You guys know like Harvest Snaps, like those pea like snacks or whatever, like they sell them in the store. Like even those I would eat, like those I would tear up, okay? And they're much healthier than like, regular chips, of course, but like not eating that, I'm missing it because of the crunch. I don't know why, but like, we cling, it's weird. Like you won't really understand it until you're going through a purging process. We cling onto certain foods like for comfort, and without even realizing it, okay? So that's why you guys are like, oh, it's so hard to change your diet. It shouldn't be hard to change your diet, but because we do cling onto foods for emotional support. So now when you take away those foods, those certain emotions that you're clinging on, they're right there. Like you can't hide, you can't suppress them with food anymore, right? So you have to deal with them, okay? And that's really real. Let me get my charger. Sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place today because my phone is dying and I need to charge it. Okay. Let's see. Do you fill up on fruits and vegetables? Like, do I feel full? Yes. You have to eat a lot of it though. You gotta eat a lot. Do we need exercise? Yeah, everybody in the world needs exercise. Like, because we live such sedentary lifestyles where we're just sitting most of the time, especially if you live in the US, everybody needs exercise. So that's it. But you don't need it to lose weight, but everybody does need exercise. Yes. You could just walk. That's exercise. Walking is exercise. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense. We do need to exert, like, get some type of exercise in. That's important. You don't necessarily need extreme exercise, but you gotta exercise a little bit. Okay? So being plant-based is better. What do you mean, baby girl? Do you mean better as opposed to what? The best diet is raw vegan, but I'm not telling y'all that's too much now. For a lot of you guys, so especially you guys that are still eating meat, I'm not telling you guys to go raw vegan, but plant-based is the next best thing. Yeah, I asked myself today, but when plant-based does not mean vegan ice cream, it don't mean vegan what else do they have out here? Vegan cookies, vegan chocolate chip cookies, because all these vegan processed foods, avoid at all costs. I asked myself today why I keep snacking on blue chips. I think it's the crunch. Yeah, it's the crunch. Arnett, you know what I'm saying? It's the crunch. You get addicted to that. They had like studies that showed us it released some type of, I don't know, emotion. I don't know. But we get attached to certain foods. And even just having warm foods, like but now that I don't have it, I'm like, wow, okay, all this stuff, and it's normal when you change your diet, all this stuff is going to be popping up because you're not suppressing. Like when there's an issue going on, sometimes we do turn to food without even realizing it. A lot of us eat food out of boredom, right? So it's certain things that's coming up emotionally that you like, oh my gosh, that you got to deal with. That you're being presented those things for a reason. You're being presented those things for a reason, okay? So not to suppress, but you gotta feel through that. You gotta feel through that and let it. I'm not gonna lie. Today I had an emotional moment, where I was like, it was certain things that I thought I gotten over that was resurfacing. I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let myself feel through it. Afterwards, felt better. And I was like, the old me was like, okay, I need to eat some lunch now. I mean, eat some of my chickpea pasta, that's my favorite, or something, or maybe the Harvest chips or whatever, right? The Harvest pea snacks or whatever, right? But having to feel through that, no, we're going to deal with this, whatever it is, whatever's coming up, we're going to deal with it. And it's going to pass through us because emotions are like, we're not supposed to hold on to them. And a lot of women that have fibroids are holding on to grudges, holding on to anger, holding on to sexual trauma, holding on to all these things that we've been through. Holding on to what your ex did to you, to what your mom did to you, to all these things. We're not supposed to hold on to that. Because when we hold on to it, guess what? They do create illnesses and things in the body. Emotional blockages, fibroids, like They really do produce these things, okay? So it's important for you not to hold on to your anger, hold on to your hurt. Feel through it, cry, you know, if you have to, feel through it, you know, be angry, you know, I don't know, journal, but then let it go. Feel through it and let it go. It's not meant to stay there, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Can you talk more on generational curses regarding these endocrine issues? Okay, I did a video and saying that it's a curse. But if everybody in your family has fibroids, it's a curse. So just like it's just like if everybody in your family has had a divorce, that's a curse, right? Or if everybody in your family has had their husband leave them, every single part, like all the women in their family has had their husband, that's a curse. So patterns that we see repeated in generations and even amongst the, you know, these are curses that we have to break. So how do we break these curses? Somebody has to make a decision in the family. Okay, we have to change our ways, because what happens is that we adopt the same bad habits sometimes without even knowing, as our moms, as our grandmothers, as our aunts, like the same families adopt the same bad habits, right? So it's really important for you to understand, like, okay, to notice, pick up on those bad habits. It could be using, like if you saw your mother growing up eating her emotions, whenever she's sad, whenever she's upset, she ate, you're probably gonna more than likely do the same thing. You're gonna pick up on that, right? So we have to start. So how do we make changes? We know, number one, we become self-aware, notice these certain bad habits, right? Maybe you had a mother that didn't take care of herself, took care of everybody else but herself. Maybe you have a family, women in your family that do the same thing. I know a lot of women that say, look, every woman in my family, they go, like, they don't take care of themselves, they take care of everybody else but themselves. And instead of us adopting those same habits, we got to start making changes so that the next generation coming after us can know, listen, we're cutting this curse right here, and it's stopping with me. It's stopping. And we're gonna break that curse and infuse, you know, health and wellness in this family. Okay? If that makes sense. So that's how you can break a generational curse. First, you have to be aware of it. Because I have so many women that come up to me as their excuse for having fibroids, as their excuse for having endometriosis, for heavy bleeding, as their excuse to want to get a hysterectomy. Everybody in my family has had a hysterectomy. That's a curse. And you've been, like, you're supposed to break it. But you're over here wanting to do the same thing. Why? So your daughter can suffer too? No, we don't want that. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm missing so many questions. Okay. Food's supposed to give you fuel and energy. Exactly. But some people consume foods that make them feel sluggish. Absolutely. A lot of these foods make you feel sluggish. If you're eating something that makes you feel sluggish, which is meat, steaks, of course, dairy, makes you feel like just gross, then you're not supposed to be eating that. Everything you eat, you're either hurting your body or you're healing your body. So ask yourself, am I eating foods that are healing my body or hurting my body? And for a lot of people, if you have fibroids, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, it's mostly foods that are hurting your body. I've been eating a lot of celery and carrots with guac instead of, oh yes, I know that's right, I love guac, instead of snacks to replace the crunch. Okay, for some reason, I don't like celery. And I don't like eating like whole carrots. But maybe I'll try it again, because I didn't like it as a kid, so maybe I'll try it again. Because some foods I really did not like when I was a kid, but now I'm an adult, I love it. Avocados being one. Oh my God, love avocados. I'm obsessed with avocados. Love them. What else? Mushrooms even being another food that I used to hate. Now I love. So I'm gonna try celery again. We'll try it again and see. And it has a lot of water content, so it is really good. But I cannot wait, y'all, until watermelon season. Okay, I'm excited. Like, you guys don't know, you can even do like a whole watermelon fast where you can literally just buy one big seeded watermelon and eat that for the whole day. Why not? And just give your body a break from constantly having to break down food all the damn time. When you do that, when you give your body breaks, it actually can heal. You know, now that I'm raw, I'm like, wow, I'm not eating cooked foods. I'm eating foods that are easily digestible. So I'm seeing like, wow, not even noticing like how much energy my body took to break foods down. I'm like, oh my God, wow. You just feel a lightness when you're not eating this heavy foods, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. I want to say this before. Okay, so I want to say this. Today's the last, I forgot to announce this. Today, for ladies that are dealing with heavy bleeding, first of all, put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to answer the questions, but put a 1 in the chat if you're dealing with heavy bleeding right now. I'm going to go back to answer the questions that I missed. Put a 1 in the chat if you're dealing with heavy bleeding. you know, just in general, you have heavy cycles. And when I say heavy cycles, I mean you bleed for more than 4 days. You're interrupt your life. Your life is you have to, like, you know, your life is interrupted when you have a cycle, meaning you have to wear certain clothes. You can't go to work. You can't, like, okay, only one person. Okay, well, I do want to say this, whether it's for you or a friend, in general, I do have my How to Eliminate Heavy Bleeding course, mini course, How to Eliminate Heavy Menstrual Cycles, mini course, okay? That is only available until midnight. I said this before, that course after tonight is gone forever. It's only $27. So if you want to get it, a lot of people, listen, on Facebook, they ran that thing through, okay? I was like, oh, wow. And they shared it with their homegirls, their friends, like, it was so many women that got, like, because I said, this course is retiring at midnight. So a lot of people got the course. So the course is only $27. And after midnight, it's gone. And that's like in 3 hours. So if you're interested, okay, make sure you take it now. When you get the course, you take it. You fully plunge in it. Don't, you know, I'm not talking to you, Brittany. I'm just saying everybody take the course when you get it because it's very powerful. All right. So number one, if you go to the link in my bio, it's there. You go to the link in my bio, it's there. It's $27. It's going to be gone at midnight in case you guys are interested. It comes with a training and also a PDF as well. Okay. You encouraged and blessed me in this short time I'm listening to you. Thank you so much, Ramona. I appreciate that. That's why I do these lives, okay? To encourage you guys. Okay, my sister was saying generational curse meant genetics. No, we can change our genetics. I thought someone put a curse. No. I mean, hey, some people do believe in that stuff. I don't believe in that stuff. Nobody can put a curse on you without your permission. Okay? Catch that. Without your permission. Okay? Catch that one. Hopefully you caught that one. But I don't want to get too much into that. Now I eat raw, plant-based. I don't need a nap. Yes, I don't need a nap. I love it. Now, sometimes when I'm having my emotional moments, which only came up on like the third week, like if the emotional stuff is coming up, let me just take a nap. I'll be all right. Let me feel through it, take a nap, and then I feel amazing afterwards. But I don't need a nap like before. Before, I can literally sleep for 5 hours and be fine, which was not, before it was like, oh no, girl, you need at least 6 to 7, at least. So you don't need as much sleep. Because the sleep that you're getting, and the sleep that I'm getting is quality sleep. Like I'm sleep, okay? And it's not no light sleep. It's not like I'm getting quality sleep. And also too, not feeling tired after I wake up. And another thing too, like my dreams, I never really remember my dreams before. Sometimes I did, but not all the time. My dreams are so vivid that I'm like, whoa. I'm even thinking about them during the day. Like, oh my gosh. Like your foresight is just better. Your intuition is like, it's just, it's much better. Like when you have like, when you're not eating all these foods to clog your body up, like these foods really block a lot of y'all off from your intuition. And that's why you're saying you're asking a doctor to test you when your body is showing you signs, right? You've been cut off from your intuition and your and also your connection to your body. Cut off. And they do that by design, but that's a whole other conversation. Unhealthy carbs and sugar, eat fruits and consume natural sugar. Absolutely. What do you eat in place of meat? I used to eat mushrooms. Don't really eat that anymore because I'm raw now. Olives. Black olives. I don't know. I don't really have like anything. Oh, I made these raw tacos, and like the shell was cauliflower leaf. So I used grounded in a food processor. I grounded pecans after like soaking them. So that was my meat. It was good though. It was really good. I'll make some more this weekend. Do you eat tofu? Absolutely not. No soy. No tofu. Absolutely not. That's trash. Yes, if you're not following me, make sure you guys are following me, and also make sure you guys are on the email list as well, because TikTok, we don't know. We don't know what's going on with TikTok. I mean, they're going to ban it, or they're banning it 6 months from now. We don't know. So just in case, so you guys can still have access to my lives and things like that, you want to make sure you're on the email list, okay? Very important. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Let's see, any questions regarding foods? Okay, so let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Do you take a supplement or multivitamin? I I ran out recently, but I do take a herbal iron. I started taking it after I went raw, just in case, because I remember I was like, wait a minute. I was feeling a little, the first couple of days I went raw, I was like, why am I cold? Now I did move, and where I live now has a lot of windows, and I live like it's like a high rise. So that's another reason why I'm, but and I'm not eating warm food. So I was like, okay, let me just, just in case, I don't know if my levels are low. I don't really think they are, but let me just add a supplement just in case, right? Herbal supplement, okay? I ran out, and I've been feeling fine, right? I don't have to get tested. You see how I listen to my body? I don't gotta get tested I listen to my body. I say, you know what? Let's add it, and I eat leafy greens every day. Like that's a must. Every day I must do a big old leafy green salad with all my favorite stuff in it. Okay, avocados, of course, my favorite. Olives, carrots, what else? Cucumbers, red peppers, tomatoes, and what else I put on my salad? And I season it too. I use ginger dressing. It's called ginger dressing. Or what? I feel like I'm missing. Yeah, it's ginger dressing from the grocery store. Really good. Sesame ginger dressing. Very good. Okay, shake it up. Love it. Okay. With kale. Love it. Every day I eat that. And it fills me up for a few hours. So I eat lots of fruit too. Okay. So yeah. Very, very, very. I want that going now. What are you talking about? Does menopause affect fibroids? Yes, it can. Yeah. It causes you to have earlier menopause too. Fibroids and endometriosis. Absolutely. Yeah. Nicolette. Okay. So long cycles Ramona, get the course. Get the how to eliminate heavy bleeding course is only $27. Oh, Arne, you talking about the course? Yes, girl. It's after tonight is gone, so it's only $27. So get it. I didn't get the PDF. Okay, email me, Brittany. Email me or send me a message. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to your email. Okay. And the PDF is telling you all the foods to eliminate. I love coming here and learn new things about our bodies. Absolutely, yes. And ladies, if you have friends that are having difficult cycles or fibroids, send them my page. Well, I don't know how long TikTok's gonna be around, but I'm also on YouTube. And I'm getting more traction on YouTube, so I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna be probably doing lives on YouTube. If they cut TikTok, I love TikTok. They cut TikTok off in the US. If they ban TikTok, you've inspired me to eat more fruit, good, and vegetables, and not so much meat. Good, Clonie. I love that. Wow, that's true. Mine are vivid. Yeah, when you're eating a better diet and more fruits and vegetables, your dreams are just I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm always somebody that doesn't really think much of my dreams, but now I'm like, okay, I have to get a dream journal while I'm writing this stuff down, because I'm having dreams with people that's in my life that have passed, and having it's just, I'm like, wow, it's just blowing me away. It's blowing me away. Okay. So you remember, and I also said too, how different emotional stuff will come up during this time as well. That's another thing as well. You have dreams of loved ones, the people that have passed a long time ago, and you know what I mean? Things like that are so vivid. It's I felt like they were actually there. So things like that. Can you share what you eat in a day? Fruits, smoothies. I do smoothies. I might make a acai bowl if I feel like it. Sometimes, I make those bowls. Then I'll do, today I had a salad, also salad. I had more fruits, and then I had this little wrap, but it's with a raw vegan. It's hard to explain, but it's you can eat it if you're raw, pretty much. But I think one time I did put it on my stories. Okay, so I can take a picture of it and put it in my stories again to show you guys my raw vegan wrap or whatever. So really good. It's made from coconut flour, so it's really good. Can you use one as a meat surplus? Absolutely, as a meat replacement. Absolutely, you can. I avoid soy like the plague. You should. Thank you for the heart, E. Thank you. Anyone using Geritol for iron or any, use herbal iron, dandelion root, sarsaparilla root. Can you share what you eat in a day? I just did, Tony. Cabbage as as in coleslaw. Did I say I didn't say cabbage. How did you avoid constipation on a raw diet? Oh no. You're not gonna have constipation on a raw diet if you're doing it the right way. You're not gonna have no type of I've never like dealt with that unless I was back in the day when I was eating meat and stuff. No, like, yeah, you're hydrated. Things are gonna be moving, okay? Things are moving through. So, oh no, you know that when you're constipated, your body cannot release waste. So that's highly toxic. So I always tell everybody, if you're constipated, that's a red flag. And a lot of people are constipated and don't know it. Because if you're only using the bathroom, moving your bowels once a day, when you've ate 3 times a day, you are highly constipated, okay? That's a good idea for a video. What exactly? Hold on, let me go back. What I eat in a day? Maybe I will do. Okay, I'll do a what you eat in a day video. I actually do have to like record some stuff for. If y'all want to see my raw vegan journey, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. If y'all want to see like a YouTube video of me talking about it and just sharing more about it, it's gonna be it's a personal reasons why I'm doing this journey, but I can share more about it and show you guys like some meals that I've made. I'm not a chef, but I do the best I can, okay? Maybe I'll do a one of those videos where I'm showing you what I make. I don't know. We'll see. How much will the course go after today? So the course won't be available after today. Usually it's $47, but it's not gonna be available. It's not gonna be on the site at all. Just make a thing after today. So grab it now. It's only, how can I sign up for your course tonight? Nikita, go to the link in my bio. Go to my page. You go to the link in my bio. You'll see how to eliminate heavy bleeding. Do I have a book? I don't. I only have a plant-based recipes ebook. It's not even on my site anymore either. But I wrote that like 3 years ago. But I don't have a book. Everybody's saying I should write a book. I'm like, where would I find the time between clients and just I am so busy and working on my business? Is it good to stop eating after like 8? Yeah, you don't want to eat after sunset. So even at like 7 is a good time to stop eating, honestly. I like to learn new meal ideas to consume. Okay. Which course is it again? How to eliminate heavy bleeding, mini course. Yes, I need inspirational recipe ideas. Okay. And y'all follow me on Facebook, because I put a lot of stuff on Facebook, more so on, because TikTok is just videos really, but on Facebook I can like post a picture. Well, I can post a picture here too, but like I just feel like I'm more active on Facebook, but I'm trying to be more active on TikTok too, okay? As well, while we have it, and the algorithm is just so much better on TikTok, okay? Don't know how long it's gonna be, but we moving on. What's your Facebook name? Sasha Rosa. Yeah, I thought you already know, Brittany. You follow me on IG. Sasha Rosa, and then on IG, I'm Sasha Rosa Health Coach. Just follow me everywhere. Follow me on YouTube too, because if they cut off this, we gotta go to YouTube. Okay, we going to YouTube, and I'm getting more traction on YouTube. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so I think I have 500 or something. So we got a ways to go, but people are subscribing, so that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna start actually curating more videos for YouTube as well. When I get 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so but I do put some replays on YouTube as well from these videos. I put some replays on YouTube. Okay, so you guys can watch. And as people are like, I watch your videos whenever I feel like down. I'm about to just give up on this journey. I watch your videos. I'm like, good. Watch these videos. Okay, so anybody have any questions? So I'm about to go now, but I want to say this: ladies, we gotta change our diet. We have to stop using food to suppress whatever we're trying to suppress, whether it's you hate your job, you're using food to cope with loneliness, using food to cope with childhood trauma, whatever. We have to stop, okay? And we have to actually use food for what it is and utilize it for infusing nutrients, for healing us, for fueling our bodies, okay? And process our emotions and go through our emotions. Every time you want to eat, say, am I eating because I'm hungry or I'm bored? Am I eating because somebody done pissed me off or I'm really hungry? Ask yourself these things, okay? Especially when you start having these cravings for the bad stuff, because a lot of times it's emotions, okay? Okay, it's more than just it tastes good. It's the emotion that you're trying to avoid. Do you eat fruits at night or late evening? Sometimes. Like since I'm raw, I will eat fruit like maybe like around 7 or 8, yeah, I will eat fruit like around. I try not to eat too late now. So I'm like, okay, you've gotten hang of this raw journey. Now you're gonna have to start intermittent fasting again. Okay, so I have to be, yeah. So I'm gonna start. So since I'm raw, my cutoff time will be 8. Okay, and I don't go to bed till midnight. So because my foods digest easily. Like now, if you're eating cooked food, our foods are gonna take some time to digest. So we have to make sure your body is digesting the food before you go to bed. You don't want your body to be digesting the food at night, because then what happens? The body can't heal when it's digesting food, and you can't even get a really good night's sleep. Sometimes people wake up tired, not because they didn't sleep enough, because they didn't get a good, quality sleep. For a lot of us, food always including social interactions. Exactly. And listen, look, I think of it like this. If I have to only be around my friends when it comes to food, or if I have to only be around my friends when it's, and I'm being forced to drink and do like, are we really friends? I'm gonna be honest with you. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. You and your friends should have hobbies, activities that's not just centered around just food. There's other things to do in life, and there's a better healthier restaurants as well. All disease can be healed if we and also eat more than just the vegetables and fruits. It's more than that, because if you eat vegetables and fruits and herbs and you still have a horrible mindset, if you're stressed out, if you're dealing with a lot of emotional pain, her Facebook is in her bio. Yes, thank you, Nicolette. I always say that. My Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, email, everything's in my bio. The link, just click the link in my bio. Yes, if I get upset, about suffering, about something, I'm guilty, emotionally eating. Yeah, emotionally eating the wrong foods. We only go to the wrong foods when we're eating for our emotions. It's always the wrong foods that we're going to, not the best foods. Lost a lot of people when I stopped drinking and hanging out. Brittany, me too. And good riddance, because you realize, were they really friends, or we just, we went to the club together. That was it. I don't do that anymore. That's not, I don't do low vibrational stuff anymore. I've grown. That was my 20s. Have fun. We moving on. We're grown up, moving on, okay? I like to do different things. I travel, experience different things, right? Different cultures. And I'm all about health. Everything in my life is centered around health. We don't do low vibrational stuff like that anymore. I'm not saying you can never go to the club, but for me, that's just not the environment I want to be involved in. That's just me, okay? That's just me. So if I have a friend that's attached to that, we're not gonna jam it. We're not gonna it's not gonna work anymore. Okay. But I do love healthy food as well. Absolutely. I did the same when I stopped hanging out with friends who only drink. Yeah, trauma bonding. Exactly. Listen. Yes, lost a lot of my friends. A lot of my friendships were trauma bonds. Exactly. Like if you're only hanging out with your friends, and you guys are only talking about how horrible men are, how horrible the world is, you're just complaining. That's trauma bonding. That's not friendship. That's so low vibrational. And y'all just eating all this bad food, complaining about men, and complaining about your job and how woe is me. No, we want to grow. We can't be doing that. Okay. All right. Do you like frequency music for healing? Absolutely love it. I love it. I love binaural beats. I love frequency music. Yes, I do. All that stuff. All right, but we almost made it to 10K today likes, but we got to 8.5, which is still good. My dog is my best friend. And Brittany, on this journey, you'll find other friends. Like when you are aligned, and when you are, on a new lifestyle, when you're, God will put people in your path that also too reflect back to you, like what, who you are as well. So a lot of the people that you were attracted to before, you're not gonna be attracted to them anymore. But God will put new people in your path as well. So yeah, you make new friends. And better ones, okay? With more aligned beliefs, okay? But that's it. That's all. Y'all have a nice day. Great evening here, okay? Check out the How to Eliminate Heavy Bleeding course. It's only $27. After midnight, less than 3 hours, it'll be gone, all right? Have a great night. Bye, ladies.